V81 Radio, V81 Radio. V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Our Almighty God, Creator of heaven and earth, Father and lover of our soul, you sit on your throne of mercy and rule with your love and faithfulness. You are full of grace. We acknowledge your presence in our lives. Nothing is hidden in your eyes, even our challenges and struggles in life. We come to you with faith. We ask not only for our daily spiritual bread, but to seek your forgiveness and undeserving favor to heal our land, our family members, our friends and neighbors, even our enemies with COVID-19 and other diseases. Holy Spirit, help us to deepen our faith and see the opportunity to believe, obey, and worship. As we face this pandemic, you are Lord and God. Encourage us and change our hearts, not to fear, but to be full of hope and find ourselves praying and meditating your word. We believe no works of the enemy prosper to your children. Abba, Father, we believe that your Son Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior. He is the truth and our salvation. Hear our prayers, O Lord, and most of all, not our will, but thy will be done. We pray this in Jesus' name, the name above all names, who was and is to come. Amen.
Naghahatid saya sa mga Pinoy, mga kanta at programang Tatak Pinoy. Napapanood at napapakinggan kahit saan ka man. Streaming worldwide. In South Manila, this is V81 Radio.
Malayo ka man sa iyong pamilya, dito ay hindi ka nag-iisa. Tiyak ito'y iyong hahanap-hanapin, dahil ito ang nagpapasaya sa atin. Ito ang radio ko.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Dahil mahal namin kayo.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio. Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan. Kahit nasaan ka man, ito'y mapapakinggan.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Dahil mahal mahal namin kayo.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.
V81 Radio.
Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Dahil mahal namin kayo.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.
The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guests do not reflect those of the host, the show, this station, the management, and the network. Here now is the program for the millennials that will showcase young professionals' worth, aspirations, and successes in doing what they believe is right, progressive, and inclusive. Join them as they discover the path to self and societal fulfillment while making a difference. Hosted by empowered and cool millennial Erika Mison, together with her fellow millennials, they will be making a difference. Only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Good afternoon, everyone. You are now tuned in to Making a Difference. This is a show created to inspire and motivate the youth of today. My name is Erika Mison, and I will be your host for Making a Difference. So, hello, everyone. We are back live. Last week, we had a rewind episode for Labor Day. And I hope you're all doing well. I see we have a lot of viewers today, and I think it's because my guests for today have a lot of fans. So I'm really excited to be talking to them on today's episode. So before we begin, I just want to give a very brief recap on what happened two Saturdays ago, actually. So 2 Saturdays ago, I had Mitzi Tan. So she is a convener and international spokesperson of Youth Advocates for Climate Action Philippines, or YACAP, the Fridays for Future of the Philippines. So I got a lot of insight from her. If you watch that episode, she gave a lot of insight when it comes to really fighting for and taking care of our environment for the next generation. So if you want to watch that episode, you can watch it on Making a Difference Facebook page. So if you're watching on Facebook, you can find that episode and all the other episodes from season 1, episode 1 on our Facebook page. And you can also watch on our YouTube channel. So that's V81 Radio Manila. So again, to those who are watching on Facebook, hello. And to those who are also watching on YouTube, hello also. All right. So, of course, before I get to introduce my guests, we are going to do our usual question of the day. So lately, we've been doing this, and I've been getting a lot of engagement, and I've been learning more stuff about my viewers. So every episode we have a question of the day. If you're new here to Making a Difference, all you need to do is just comment your answers down below, and I will read them at the end of the show. So can we please show our question of the day? Dun-dun-dun. Okay, question of the day. In the face of a health crisis, how can you ensure that you are healthy, or how do you keep yourself healthy now that we're still going through the pandemic? So again, it can just be a one-liner, it can be 3 sentences or a phrase. If you want to write an essay, go ahead. I will read that at the end of the show. Okay, so before, again, we introduce our guests, they actually sent us a video that I would like to play. So can we roll that video, please?
Hashtag iwas pekeng gamot.
Hashtag iwas pekeng gamot.
Hashtag iwas pekeng gamot.
Hashtag iwas pekeng gamot.
Alright, so if there's a diamond pattern on the packaging, this is actually authentic. But if you answer it's fake, no worries. The augmented reality will correct you by highlighting the right answer for you. So now you know the difference between fake and authentic.
All right. So the people that you saw on the video is actually here today, and they're gonna talk about more about their campaign. So I'm really excited to talk to them, and I'm sure one of them actually is very familiar to you. He's been on the show like 2 times already. But anyway, I'd like to introduce my guests for today. We have Alyson Mariano, Jayson Mariano, Qjiel Mariano, Noel Mario, and Stephen Marasigan. All right. Are they all still here? Okay, here we go. Hi, Alyson and Noel and Jayson and Qjiel and Stephen. We are complete. Hello, everyone. Okay. Ano ulit yung hashtag niyo? Hashtag
Hashtag iwas pekeng gamot.
So again, if you want to give a message to these guys, don't forget to use their hashtag. Was okay, so hello everyone. Kumusta kayo? Ano ba ang
Tawa po na, no?
Ayan, so if you are a frequent viewer of Making a Difference, I'm sure you've seen or heard of Qjiel. Qjiel is actually co-founder of Streets to Schools, but for today, you will be representing another team. So this is his team. But before we dive into the conversation, let's get to know each of our guests. So, okay, right next to me, of course, is the one and only girl of the team, Alyson. Hi, Alyson.
Hello. I'm Alyson Mariano, but you can call me Ali. What do you want to know about me?
Okay, sige. What do I want? Ako, what is one fact that the team does not know about you yet? Ayan, that's gonna be my question for all of you, so prepare tayo. Meron bang silang hindi pa alam about?
I feel like, well, I used to act nung sa senior high school ko. Yeah. Well, sa senior high kasi hindi na ako I don't do like orgs. I don't perform na. Tapos kasi very ACADS na ako nung nag-senior high school na ako. Pero nung junior high, very active ako sa mga like jazz chants, speech choirs, plays. And wala lang. Yun, I just find it so fun.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Thank you for sharing. Ayan, fun fact about Ali na nalaman nyo today on the show. Alright. Okay, so where do you go to school and what are you taking up now pala?
I study at UST, University of Santo Tomas, College of Nursing.
Oh, okay. And you're in what year?
Second year.
Second year. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Lahat kami pumasa.
Well, congratulations sa inyong lahat. Congrats. So proud of you guys. Okay, thank you, Ali. Okay, next beside Ali, we have Noel. Hi, Noel.
Hello po.
Hello. Okay. So, yan. What is one thing that the team does not know about you yet?
Siguro isang bagay na hindi nila alam sa akin or siguro hindi pansin. Nanggaling ako sa isang international school nung high school. Para sa akin, hindi nila siguro pansin to kasi pagka nag-represent kami, kunyari sa mga return demonstration namin or reporting sa classes, pure Tagalog ako madalas eh.
I saw their faces. Nagulat sila. What high school did you go to?
The International School for Children.
Okay. I forgot to ask. So, Ali, are you based here in Metro Manila?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Where are you now? Where are you streaming now?
Sampaloc, Manila.
Sampaloc. And then how about you, Noel?
Ah,
Sorry, nag-load.
wala nag wala nag-space ang
Nag-load
keyboard.
ako. Okay,
Nag-loading po. Paulit ko lang tanong.
where are you now? Where are you based now?
Ano pa, nasa Cavite pa ako ngayon sa bahay po namin. Tanzania.
Okay, okay. And you are also in UST, right?
Yes po.
Actually, all of you guys are UST. Are you guys batchmates, barkada?
We're classmates.
Classmates.
We're basically,
Classmates.
yeah.
Oh,
Groupmates.
mates. Okay. Wow. Sana all still together with the group mates. Ang cute na.
Yeah.
That's very cute. Okay. Thanks, Noel. Okay. Then below Noel, have Jayson naman. Hi, Jayson.
Hello.
Kamusta?
So, yeah, I'm Jayson Mariano. I'm a classmate of Noel and Ali and the rest of the gang. From Pampanga, and I'm doing quite well as of the moment.
Okay. That's good to know. So, ikaw, what is one thing that your group here does not know?
I don't think I've told them this yet, but I was a former national football player for my place. I'm not here in the Philippines. Yeah.
Okay, wait, so what do you mean not here in the Philippines?
I wasn't born here in the Philippines.
Okay.
So,
Where
actually, I was born in Saipan, island near the Philippines, but
Okay.
somewhere U.S. territory. So, yeah.
Galing. And then when did you move to the Philippines?
I moved here when I was 11 years old, around 2012.
Like, but do you go back? Have you ever visited?
No, but I do have plans in the future of going back.
Okay, wow, that's cool. I love that you guys are finding out
Yeah.
random facts about your lives. I love it. Okay, thanks, Jayson. Okay, and of course, hi, Jayson. Of course, the always ever friendly, smiling, Mariano. Kamusta ka?
Hello everyone. I'm glad to be back. So, ayun, it's true. I'm always smiling kahit masakit. Wow! Okay. May hugot pala. Okay. Hello everyone. So, I'm Qjiel with a very weird name. I hope you still remember how to pronounce it. I guess one fact that people don't know about me is I think everyone knows me. The joke lang. Wait. What is one fact no one knows about you? Oh, okay. We have a lot of pets at home, exotic pets. So we have leopard geckos, we have skinks. They're lizards. People don't like lizards, but we have them at home. And we also have koi. We have 2 cats and 6 dogs.
Wow. What?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you have so much pets at home? Like you and your family just really interested talaga, or?
Yeah, we really love pets, but I hope it's ethical because some of them are exotic, right? And
Yeah.
one of my goals one day is to own a tortoise, like a big tortoise, and then
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
gonna outlive all of us.
I love it. Okay, thank
Yeah.
you so much, Kel. Ayan, just Kel, you've seen here now on the show. But today he is not. Well, no, he still is naman streets to schools, but for today, making a difference. Iba.
Yeah.
We'll talk to the team about that later on. And last but not the least, beside Kel, we have Stephen Marasigan. Hello, Stephen.
Hello, hello everyone. I'm Stephen Marasigan, and I'm from Tuguegarao City, Cagayan,
Okay,
the
alright.
infamous hottest city in the Philippines. So,
True. Okay. So, what is one thing that your group mates do not know about you yet?
well, I think hindi rin halata talaga kasi I started it in junior high and I don't really share it, but I write poetry or especially pag stress ako. So
Wow.
medyo emo stuff. I write poetry and I don't share it usually. Yeah,
Wow!
pang vent out lang ng frustrations. Yun.
Oo, oo. Okay, so baka next time we can have you share one of your pieces. Wow. Or is
So
it just for the
No? Si Alyson, she will
Hmm.
perform as sabayang pagbigkas of stick.
Yeah.
Be
correct?
my guest.
Pwede, pwede. And that's so nice. Okay. So again, this is the theme for today. These are my guests for today. By the way, if you have any questions or magpapa-shout out kayo, you can just comment down below. Later on, I already told them dapat mag-shout out kayo. So later, they will be giving their own shout outs at the end of the show. But again, if you have any questions, especially about what they're gonna talk about today, feel free to comment down below. Actually, meron akong nakita. This one was the first question I asked you guys a while ago. Maybe the three Marianos don't know that they are all related by blood. I
True.
asked them. So Alyson, Jayson, and Qjiel are actually not related. I thought they were, but they're actually not related at all. Wala. Wait, so how did you guys feel? Like when you found, okay, naku yung Mariano, baka nag-isip kayo na, okay, baka related ba kami? Na-weirdohan ba kayo? Or, I don't know, ano mga feels nyo?
Actually, nung first time I found out about Marianas, kasi like, my father said one time, there was parang a side of us na based in Pampanga. Tapos I was amazed na based in Pampanga si Jayson and Alyson. So I'm like, ano baka distant relative nga tong dalawang.
Actually, Kiel, yung dad ko naman, Bulacan siya, Mariano.
Oh, really? Okay.
So,
Alam
hindi ko
mo,
na alam if Bulacan or Pampanga.
baka magkamag-anak na tayo.
Diba? Yeah, again, you guys are finding out here on the show. I love it. Related talaga kayo. Okay, so these my guests for the day, they have one thing in common. Of course, they study in UST, they are nursing students, and they have this campaign which they are going to talk about later. But before we dive into the campaign, I just want to know, since you're all taking up nursing, sige, we'll go one round each again. What made you take up nursing? And as a student, as a nursing student, no, do you have any struggles when it comes to online classes ngayon? Like, how are you guys? Make us kwento. What goes on in a life, in the life of a nursing student? Okay, so baliktad naman tayo. Since kanina we started with Alyson, si Stephen naman ang magsa-start. So yun, so those are the two questions. Like, what made you decide to take up nursing, and tell us your life as a nursing student, especially ngayon pandemic. So go ahead, Stephen.
Okay, so why did I choose nursing? Actually, noon, pinipilit sa akin ng papa ko na mag-pharmacy ako kasi maganda daw for business and whatnot. So, I chose nursing kasi, yun na, narinig ko na second year pa lang may clinical rotations na, so may experience na sa hospital. Pero lo and behold, may pandemic, so pumunta na lang ako sa bahay, doon na kami nag-aral-aral. So, bakit nursing talaga is, ayun, parang I find it fulfilling kasi maumay na sa maumay yung sa pagmumukha namin, pero pupunta pa rin kami, mag-visit sa rooms nyo and we'll ask, okay ka ba, may kailangan ka ba? So parang sobrang fulfilling and intimate ng relationship ng nurse and the patient. So bilang a student nurse, it's very hard yung online study kasi very limited talaga. So, we can't really appreciate yung art and craft ng nursing. So, di namin makita ng personal, limited resources namin, like for alternatives of specialized equipments and materials. So, ang hirap talaga. Pero, I really appreciate yung mga professors namin that they make it like, di namin maramdaman masyado na online setting. So, they make it as much as possible, parang we learn personally. So, yun po.
Yeah, shout out sa mga teachers and professors ngayon. Talaga, I understand it's also difficult on their end. Like, I mean, I have med med student friends also, and same. I heard that it's really difficult, but again, thank you. I'm sure a lot of you, everyone here is thankful for all their professors and their teachers. No, okay. Thank you for sharing, Stephen. Okay, next we have Qjiel.
Okay. Hello again. So, why did I start nursing? So, the original reason was when I was in junior high, one of my club presidents back then, I hope she's watching. I think her mom is also a teacher in the College of Nursing. Si Maria Jane Lerma. She eventually became the top one of her batch, and she also placed a top on the licensure exams for nurses. And then she was so great during junior high school. That's like, ang cool. She was so good in academics and in the organization. And I told myself, I wanted to be like her. So I told myself, I'm going to get into the College of Nursing one day because I think it's really, it's a good foundation. It's like it's going to teach you a lot of life skills and that important aspects of what it means to care for others. And they weren't wrong. It really brought out the best in a lot of us, especially in my work in streets to schools. Like, before, I was just listening to children. I was just listening to community facilitators. I didn't really communicate with them because di ko naman specialty yung magtagalog. Kasi when I was in elementary, Inglesero ako. So like speaking in Tagalog to so many people was so difficult for me. But when I entered nursing, talagang it was an art of communicating with so many different people. And it was life-changing for me because it really, it patterned itself. It fell into place with streets to school. So everything I do in school is a reflection of my work outside as well. So I aspire to be that consistent in both academics and my co-curricular. It's because of the people na very inspiring sa college and the way they're shaping us. Parang beyond the uno, beyond the green grades, talagang be it for the people. So yeah, thank you, College of Nursing.
Wow, yes, thank you so much, UST College of Nursing. Ayan, so everybody here is representing the College of Nursing for today on the UST. Thank you so much, Qjiel, for sharing. Okay, next we have Jayson to share.
Okay. So, why did I choose nursing? So, I actually aspired to become a doctor one day. And inspiration coming from my uncle because he's a doctor. And I really do look up to him. And I thought that why not take up the best pre-med for it, which would be nursing, since I also wanted to improve on my communication skills as a person. And I also love the feeling that when I help a person, I love seeing the smile on their face of relief and being alleviated from the pain that they are currently suffering from. And how I'm holding up with this pandemic as a nursing student. Of course, I really uh, I don't like the fact that we are missing out on our opportunity to become exposed to real-time patients and actually care for them. And rather than just doing conceptual frameworks such as activities and nursing care plans, we can't do it in real life application. So that's a big mishap due to the unfortunate events of the pandemic. But as a coping strategy, we just have to accept what's happening and take it as another leap for becoming a better nurse, even though you are given a disadvantage at times, but that's something you just can't control. Other than that, it's all good. We just need to strive better because at the end of the day, nursing is actually a good reward that that is worth struggling for at the end.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing, son. All right. Okay, next we have Noel.
Okay. For me, kung bakit ko pinili yung nursing, tulad ni Jason, ang pangarap ko talaga ay maging doktor. And para sa akin, parang isang magandang stepping stone yung maging nurse or kahit maaral ko man lang siya. Kasi para sa akin, isang mga nurses sa may malaking impact or epekto sa mga buhay ng kanilang patients. Kasi kumbaga sila yung nagbabantay mismo sa'yo or sila yung nag-aalaga talaga sa'yo habang nagpapagaling ka sa isang ospital. And lalo na po dito sa Pilipinas, alam ko po na yung mga Filipino nurses po natin ay more than yung passion po nila para sa trabaho nila ay higit pa po doon. Lalo na po kung i-consider po natin yung conditions na meron po ang mga health workers sa bansa natin. At ako po, bilang nga po nag-aspire po ako maging isang doctor or future healthcare professional, gusto ko rin po na magkaroon po ng ganong klaseng passion pagka ako na po yung magsaserve para po sa mga tao.
Nice. So it's really all about the serving. Like all of you guys have that heart for serving, and I see it. And I thank you guys. Like I'm it's because of you guys. Hopefully the next batch, you guys will definitely help out talaga when it comes to taking care of people and all of that. So thank you, Noel. And last, of course, we have Ali to share.
Okay, not a lot of people know this, but nursing wasn't really included in my options when I applied for college. MedTech was actually my first option, and then next was pharma. During our time, kasi when we applied for college, MedTech was the trend. So I just joined the bandwagon na lang. But I had a change of heart kasi mainly because of my UST senior high school professors who are also nurses. So shout out kay Sir Banyas. I'm not sure if he's watching. Tapos, I would like to shout out din po kay Ma'am Debbie Bais and Ma'am Sugay for inspiring me to pursue this career. Kasi back in grade 12, we had specialized subjects, anatomy and physiology, healthcare, work immersion. So basically, these subjects would basically orient you to the subjects na ipapursue namin sa medical programs. And what's nice about my professors was that whenever they're teaching mga lectures namin, they get to relate their experiences in their careers. So I'm just there listening and parang excited ako na sana ako rin, I get to experience that. Tapos, and since I'm a social person, I like interacting with people. And with nursing kasi, patient interaction talaga. And unlike medtech na you're nasa labs ka most of the day, wala na, I can't bear it since yun nga, I like talking to people. And what I also like about my professors was that I saw in them the passion for nursing, and I was inspired. I was moved by them kasi I wanted to be that type of person who has a heart for service. Kasi they were very candid when it comes to the real life struggles of being a nurse here in the Philippines. They're underpaid, they're overworked, but that didn't give them a reason to stop from continuing their service, what they're passionate about. And I told myself that I want to be that person as well. So I pursued nursing. And how I'm holding up, I share the same sentiments with Stephen, Qjiel, Jayson, and Noel. We're all very tired. We're all sleep deprived. But syempre kasi we're in finals na parang somehow double the workload. So we're all trying to catch up with the deadline. And we also have responsibilities with our orgs. But somehow I still manage to find joy with what I'm doing kasi there's a sense of fulfillment at the end of the day, and I get to be productive, and it only pushes me to my limits, which is a good thing kasi you get to be a better person than you are now. Kaya, as the saying goes nga naman, diamonds are made under pressure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really. Okay, thank you so much, Ali, and everyone for sharing. No? So it's nice to actually hear from nursing students, and I mean, like I know I would hear stuff about what's going on and how life is for you guys, but to actually see it and hear it from you guys, it's something different. So thank you guys for sharing. We are actually gonna go on break for a couple of minutes, but when we come back, we are gonna finally talk about your campaign. So for those of you who are watching, we'll be right back after these few announcements.
We'll be back shortly, making a difference. Only here on V81 Radio, Manila. Ngayong May sa Home Not Alone, Songs from Home with Papa Qjiel, Karen Sida, Nonoy, Jessica Villarubin, MYMP, Alisa Bonaobra, and Michael Maniago, and the Gibbs Sisters. O, wag ka absent ha, dahil back-to-back na. Wednesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. California time, o Thursdays and Fridays, 10 a.m. Philippine time. For sure, back-to-back din ang kwentuhan, kulitan, kantahan, at tawanan. Home Not Alone, Songs from Home with Papa Qjiel. Dito lang yan sa V81 Radio, Los Angeles.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I'm a king of rock, there is none higher. Some MCs should call me sire. To hold my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire. Now we rock the party and come correct. All people on time and rock Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I'm a king of rock, there is none higher. Some MCs should call me sire. To hold my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire. Now we rock the party and come correct. All people on time and rock connect.
Maraming salamat sa bawat ilaw ng tahanan. Maraming salamat sa walang sawang pagmamahal, pag-aaruga at pagpapayo sa amin. Utang na loob namin sa inyo ang aming buhay. Kaya sa mga nanay, tita, lola, tatay na tumatayong nanay at single mom, Happy Mother's Day! Happy Mother's Day! Happy Mother's Day! Mula sa inyong V81 Radio. Now back to Making a Difference. Only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Welcome back to Making a Difference. So if you're just tuning in right now, my name is Erika Mison and you are watching the show by the youth for the youth, which is Making a Difference. Okay, so I have with me today actually 5 guests. They're actually nursing students with this campaign that we're actually going to talk about in a bit. But just before the break, they were just sharing their experience and their thoughts on being a nursing student and how their life is right now, especially that we're also going through the pandemic. So before I call them back in, I would like to say hi to everyone. There are a lot of people watching today because they are the supporters of the 5 nursing students that I have with me today. And of course, we still have the question of the day. So again, if you're new here to Making a Difference, I usually ask my viewers a question of the day depending on the episode. And please feel free to comment and share your thoughts. And I will be reading them later on at the end of the show. So can we flash again the question of the day? There we go. Question of the day is, in the face of a health crisis, how can you ensure that you are healthy, or how do you keep yourself healthy? Do you exercise? Do you eat healthier now? Do you get more sleep? I want to know what your thoughts are, and yeah, feel free to comment them down below. And also, if you want to If you have any questions, by the way, for the guests, or if you want them to give you a shout out, just comment down below and we are going to get them to answer them later on in the show. So, again, thank you all for watching and tuning in today on Making a Difference. So, I'd like to call back again. We have Alyson Mariano, Jayson Mariano, Qjiel Mariano. So, the three Marianos are not related in any way. Noel Mario and Stephen Marasigan. Okay, there we go. Okay, so hello again, my nursing students. Okay, so now we are gonna talk about the campaign, the real reason why you are on making a difference. So tell me, what is your new campaign all about? Anyone can answer.
Okay, I'll start. So our campaign is about addressing the rise of counterfeit medications here in the Philippines, because we also have a hugot of why we want to be able to address problems like these. Because what if you take this medication, you think it will cure you, but it doesn't? How painful is that? Imagine you just want to get better, but you don't. And you have to report to the hospital because of some weird side effect that you weren't expecting of this drug. And you have to risk yourself getting COVID-19 just to get there. We want people to be critical thinkers so that they no longer have to experience this hidden pandemic. I like to believe this is a hidden pandemic because it continues to proliferate even more because of the proliferation of different independent shops. Some of these shops aren't even FDA approved and they continue to sell this. So what happens? They continue to proliferate because the demand increases. And people are not aware that these drugs are affecting us all. Our absence of not calling this out, it will affect us all. So we want to share you this little publicity material of what makes a drug fake and real. So I'll do the first one while my other teammates will do the next ones. So the first difference of a fake versus authentic drug is this. You will know it's fake if the side effects of the drug are different. So paracetamol, for example, you may expect nausea and vomiting because it is a gastric irritant. But if you experience nose bleeding, oh, this is not a normal side effect of this drug. So you have to report it to your doctor right away. But if you experience the real side effect, then it may be an authentic drug. But that's the problem. You already ingested it, you already took it, and that's the only moment you will know if it's fake or real. So my next group mates, they will be telling us how to spot it that you haven't ingested it yet. So we can proceed to the next one.
All right.
Okay. So, what we can see here is the difference of a fake paracetamol container and a real paracetamol drug. So what we can see in the fake is that the details are misplaced and difficult to read. So the prints aren't that clear, and while the real one will actually show a fine inking on the expiry date. And seldom do you see that in the center of the tablet where you're going to pull the drug out, you're going to see the expiration date. The expiration date is always going to be out of place. It's not always going to be exactly on the position where the drug is being contained at. It's always going to be a little above, a little on the side, and always deviated from the center of the container's hole of where you're going to pull it out, so as to know that you are taking the right drug. So for the next one, my group mate will be sharing.
Para naman po dito, makikita po natin na sa fake and real po natin, ang pinagkaiba po nila ay yung kulay po nila. Bali po sa fake na drugs po na meron tayo, tulad po sa example na paracetamol, ay naiiba po yung kulay niya sa original. So pwede po siyang lighter in color or darker in color. So isa po yan sa mga identifications natin, and nagka-carry over din naman po to sa ibang drugs na pinapasipikado po.
Next. Yeah.
Okay, medyo halata naman to. So, Ang real drug is intact when applied with firm pressure. Tapos yung drugs break easily when you press on it. So, mahalata mo na yung manufacturing niya hindi authentic. So, ginawa lang para to imitate it. So, makikita mo, pag press mo siya, you apply pressure to it, it will break easily. So, as simple as that, malalaman mo na kung authentic or fake yung drug.
Okay. Noted.
So, for fake medicines, you'd be able to detect it if dotted lang yung pattern in packaging. And for authentic medicines, diamond yung pattern in the packaging. So, as easy as that, you can already detect the differences between a fake and a real medicine.
Okay. Okay, question. Have any of you talagang seen na a fake paracetamol or
Yes
As in-
po. Ako personally, yes po.
Okay.
Okay.
Where
Kasi,
did you what happened?
kumbaga meron din po kasi dito yung mga sari-sari store na nagbebenta po ng mga gamot. So, dati, na-try ko na rin po bumili doon. Pero hindi ko naman po ginamit. Pero yun, binili ko. Tapos, chinek ko yung packaging niya. And doon ko napansin na from yung paracetamol na meron kami sa bahay, naiiba talaga siya. Doon pa lang sa printing ng pangalan, ng brand name, yung mga information, yung labeling niya, at yung packaging mismo, parang iba yung material. Kumbaga parang mas madali siyang masira compared dun sa original.
Oh, so yun nga like this one no here on what we can see. Interesting. Okay. Ako I haven't. Well, so far I think I haven't pa naman. Okay,
Yeah,
do we?
thank God.
We don't want to ever encounter that. Okay, so yeah, so that's it for the fake versus real, no. Okay, so I mean it's really important talaga no to be aware of the medicine that we're intaking. Actually, we have a question here. Joa Joachim?
Joachim. Yeah.
Yeah,
Joachim
Joachim.
Nigel. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
My cousin.
Oh, hello, cousin.
Yeah,
Okay.
hello.
So he's asking actually, where do we report suspicious fake medicines? Is there like a hotline that we call, or pwede ba kung sa family doctor natin, or what do you guys recommend?
Pagdating po sa
Go ahead.
Pagdating po sa mga counterfeit medications, ang main government agency po na nag-handle dito ay ang PDEA and FDA. And for PDEA po ay may hotline naman po sila para sa pag-report po ng mga falsified medications na ito. At makikita po natin yung mga hotline number nila tulad po ng for smart subscribers, for sound users, and yung telephone landline nila sa www.pidea.gov.ph. So pagka may i-report po kayo, punta lang po kayo sa site ng PIDEA.
Okay, got it. So that's where you guys go. So I hope that answers your question. So how did this campaign start pala? Okay, go ahead.
Well, our story is pretty straightforward. I just started reading news articles, and I stumbled upon this one article na it says that Philippines has the most cases of fake medicines in Southeast Asia, and Philippines naman belongs in the top 10 in the world that sells fake medicines. And I was shocked when I read it because even I myself wasn't aware about this issue. But at the same time, I thought to myself, parang hindi rin malabong mangyari since we have a great number, especially during this pandemic, we have a great number of online consumers buying in Shopee, Lazada, you name it. And also Filipinos, we tend to get carried away easily with fake news and misinformation. So yeah, I found it intriguing because it's prevalent, it's relevant, yet not a lot of people really speak about this issue, at least not in social media. So that's why we chose this advocacy.
Okay. And okay, I have a question. When it comes to pricing, is there a difference also? Do they make it a bit more expensive, or it's really the same as the regular?
Actually, it's a scheme na they make it cheaper. So you buy bulks, then they sell it to. Sometimes they penetrate legit pharmaceuticals. So It's really a problem talaga.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ano
It
pa
is.
yung sa'yo, Jason?
Ah, and of course, as marketing goes, whoever has the cheaper price, consumers will usually go and flock. And tendency of Filipino consumers these days, we barely check the authenticity of it. We barely check the reviews of the seller and also the legitimacy. So they don't have certificates of FDA approved selling, or they don't have any certificate of actually dispensing medications except over-the-counter drugs, which are actually prevalent in today's market, since we know that fever, paracetamol, over the counter, no prescription needed. So that's one of the easiest targets to do. So
Yeah.
when people buy in bulk, they're going to get it at a cheaper price. So they're going to catch the one with the lowest price, that being the fake medications.
Okay.
And
Yeah. Oh. So, when did you sorry. Yeah, when did you guys did you just start this campaign or medyo matagal na?
actually, the advocacy that we are doing as of right now is very young, and we're actually at the opening of it. So this talk show right now is our kickoff in providing content and awareness of counterfeit medication across the Philippines. And hopefully, we can really create an impact on how we're going to raise awareness, targeting most people today, especially the youth and also the elderly, if possible.
Yeah. Yeah. And congratulations on the kickoff.
Thank you.
I'm so honored to be your platform for the people. Lakas ka talaga kay Kiel. Kiel talaga eh. Okay. So we have a question here by one of our viewers by Tabawan Bonggao. And Tabawan wants to know, would you know kailan pa nag-start lumaganap ang fake medicines sa Pilipinas? Where are the fake meds usually manufactured? Would you guys know or have an idea?
Para po sa pag-start ng lumaganap ng fake medicine po sa Pilipinas, as early as ano po, as 2009, dito po
2009?
nagkaroon tayo ng 2009 po. Dito po tayo nagkaroon ng FDA regulation or FDA Act of 2009 po, or Republic Act number 8203, kung saan ginagawa po nila ang pagbenta po ng illegal na medications ay ayun nga po na pinagbabawal nila. So, ayun po. And sa manufacturing naman po nito, ayon po sa ilang studies or publications na nabasa po namin, yung ilang po sources ng mga falsified medications dito po sa Pilipinas ay nanggagaling po sa India, sa China, and kahit po sa Pakistan, meron din pong pumapasok. Papunta po dito sa bansa natin.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. And I hope Noel was able to answer your question. So now, given the pandemic, actually, okay yung pagka-launch nyo no? It's about time for us to be aware. Actually, I don't even know na, meron palang fake drugs. I've never heard about it. Si Tabawan actually commented na 10 years ago, wala kaming narinig na gano'n, fake meds. So parang, it's only now. But Noel mentioned, yeah, it started mga 2009. So it's been more than 10 years, right? Already. So, meron palang ganun, and it's about time na we be aware, and especially the youth, those who are watching today. We need to be well aware of what's happening. So now, do you have any plans for your campaign, or um, how do you see yourself moving? How do you see yourselves moving forward with this campaign?
Okay, so since we know that physical contact is really a strict protocol right now, and that social distancing is being implemented, especially in places where we should be able to actually advocate our place, mainly in Manila, as of now, but we aren't able to do so. So what our advocacy can do is that we can present it through online platforms such as Facebook and also other social media platforms as well. So, releasing public materials, infographics on how to distinguish these things, where they're manufactured, and what to look out for. Our usual deliverables to our target audience as of now. So, in the meantime, we are going to be sticking to online content and distribution as well.
Okay, noted. Is there where can we do you guys have like Facebook pages already? Are you on Instagram? Yeah. Is it up already? Your social
Um,
media?
Yes po.
We
So
have a
our
Facebook
page,
page at Medicine.
mm,
What is it? Sorry.
At Medicine. So it's a play on the word medi and scene, like scene. So
Scene. Okay.
Medicine.
All right. All right. So you're on Facebook lang.
Yeah, we're on Facebook.
yes.
Okay, you're on Facebook. Again, if you guys wanna check out and support their campaign, you can check them out again on Facebook. That's Medi Scene, as in Scene Zone.
Yeah.
So check them out there. Okay, so we are gonna go again on a very quick break. When we come back, we'll talk a bit more about the campaign and your personal thoughts on it. So, for those of you who are watching, please stay tuned, and we'll see you after a couple of minutes.
We'll be back shortly, making a difference. Only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I'm the king of rock, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To fuck my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire. Now we rock up funny and come correct. All people on time and rock connect. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I'm the king of rock, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To fuck my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire. Now we rock up funny and come correct. All people on time and rock connect.
Now back to Making a Difference. Only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Welcome back to Making a Difference. Again, you are watching the show that is here to inspire and to motivate the youth of today. Once again, my name is Erika Mison, and I am the host of Making a Difference. So, today on the show, we've been talking to a couple of five um, nursing students from UST, and they have this ongoing campaign about spotting fake drugs, basically. So they want to spread awareness, no? And who knew? I mean, personally, I didn't really think about it. Na, people would actually do this, would manufacture fake drugs, but it's out there. So it's great that they're nursing students. So of course, we know that they know what they're talking about. So it's great that they actually started this campaign, even if they're just nursing students. So it comes to show that, for those of you who are watching, if you feel like you want to start something and you don't know where to start, honestly, you could just start it. The five students I have with me today, and they're just students, and they saw the need to really talk about this issue, and they did it, and now they're launching it. Actually, they kickstarted it by being here on the show to talk about it. And yeah, it's actually an interesting campaign. You haven't it's something that you don't normally see. So, but this is honestly really important, because medicine is we take medicine and vitamins. So we have to be careful of the things, or like the food that we intake, because of course this is our bodies. So I just want to say hi again to everyone who has been watching today's episode. A lot of you have been supporting the 5 students with me today, so I'm sure they appreciate the support. Later on, I will give them the chance to say hi to everyone. But again, thank you all so much. Please continue to share the stream. If you're watching on Facebook, please don't forget to follow us on Facebook. We're also on Instagram as well. That's mad.v81rsm. And if you're watching on YouTube, hello. And I hope you're all doing well and you're enjoying the conversation. So before I call back the students again, we have a question of the day. So anybody can answer the question, and I will be reading them on later on before I end the show. So can we flash again the question of the day? There you go. So in the face of a health crisis, how can you ensure that you yourself are healthy, or how do you keep yourself healthy? Do you work out? Did you change your eating habits? I kind of want to know. Maybe I could get some insight from you guys. But again, doesn't have to be a long answer. It can just be a phrase, a paragraph, a sentence, 3 sentences. If you want to write an essay, go ahead. I will read it. I'd be happy to read it. So yeah, I just want to get your thoughts. And again, I will be reading your answers at the end of the show. Okay, so again, I'd like to call back the 5 nursing students I have today. We have Alyson, Jayson, Qjiel, Noel, and Stephen. There we go. Let's get everybody back on screen. All right. Ayan. So hello. Thank you guys so much for being here today, and talking about this campaign. And congrats again on being able to kickstart this important campaign. So I actually have a question, no, and anybody can answer this. What do you guys suggest for concerned people or institutions to address the issue of these fake drugs or fake medicines? Do you guys have any suggestion for that?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
To the concerned people and institutions themselves, there is already a law, yung RA, sinabi kanina ni Noel na RA 8203, or otherwise known as the Special Law on Counterfeit Drugs. So the provisions there, it says that it prohibits manufacturing, offering for sale, distribution, trafficking, brokering, exportation, importation, or even the possession of counterfeit drugs. So its penalty is actually life imprisonment and a fine of 500,000 pesos to 5 million pesos. So it's really an issue then. Parang ang tagal niya ng issue, and we made a law to regulate it. But ang kailangan ng siguro natin is to implement this law to its full potential. So kasi kahit meron na yung law, meron pa rin nakakalusot in a sense. Kasi lalo na ngayon na sabi nga ni Ali, laganap ang online selling. So pag nakita lang nila 5-5, add to cart.
Yes.
So parang
guilty.
Add to cart.
Guilty.
All of us now, we're guilty.
All of us are guilty.
Going na nga eh. So, okay. Continue, Stephen.
So yun lang po, parang we really need to, the concerned people and institutions to implement this law to its full potential.
Right. Okay. And do you have, yeah, sige, go ahead, Noel. Go ahead.
In addition po dito, maganda po sana kasi tulad po ng sa war on drugs po natin, mostly pagka-drugs po ang pinag-uusapan natin, ang madalas na nakikita po natin sa news or naririnig po natin mula po sa mga officials natin ay yung mga pinagbabawal na gamot, cocaine, marijuana, ganun po. Madalas ganun po yung naririnig natin. Maganda din po sana kung isasama din po nila dito, ayun nga po, yung mga counterfeit medicine. Kasi hindi lamang po ang mga pinagbabawal ng gamot ang laganap po sa bansa natin, kundi pati na rin po ang mga counterfeit medicine na ito. Na ang ilan pa po dito ay yung mga kilalang medicine tulad po ng, yun nga po, yung pinakita kanina, paracetamol. Meron din po tayo sa Kremil S, yung sa Diatabs, at kahit po sa mefenamic acid, meron din po silang mga counterfeit na variation. Kaya maganda din po kung isasabay po nila ito sa pagka-campaign po nila against po sa mga pinagbabawal na gamot. Kasi tulad nga po, ayon po sa United Nations, yung United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, noong 2019 po, dinesignate po nila ang Pilipinas bilang isa po sa major source ng fake drugs sa buong mundo po. So malaking ano na rin po to. Hindi lamang po ang health ng mga kapwa nating Pilipino ang naapektuhan nito, kundi pati na rin po ang health ng mga nasa ibang bansa.
Yeah, oo, totoo yun. Grabe, no? Biro mo, paracetamol, that's like the number one medicine. All households have paracetamol. I'm 100%, di ba? So,
Yeah.
we have to be really careful. I will double check that. Pero, I mean, I buy them from like Mercury Drug. So, parang okay naman yun. Which actually leads me to my next question. No? Do you have any tips for especially those who are tuning in now? No, any tips that you would like to share?
Yeah, we'd love to share them. So we actually sent you some materials that we could flash for
Yes.
our audience. So, for the first one, we would ask. Oh, sorry, what was that?
No, we'll have it. I said we'll a flash.
Okay, my apologies. Okay, na-excite.
It's fine. But sige, you can while waiting, you can.
Yeah, while we're waiting for the first one is very important because these counterfeit medications, they are a threat to our sustainable development goals. So we've seen in the show many youth leaders who are very passionate about the 2030 agenda. We want to be able to ensure that our medications are safe because we want equitable healthcare to everyone by year 2030. So this campaign supports the sustainable development goals. We have to be able to ensure that people have the right medications because it is their fundamental human right. Because look at the problem. If they buy these medicines, it would cost money. And if they don't get better, that's an insult to their human rights. Because they just want to get better. That's the end goal. They're taking these medications. But people are taking over. People are making a profit out of the misinformation people are doing. So what happens? What is the worst case scenario? People will discontinue taking these medications. They would be like, it's fake. Why would I take it? Peke naman yun eh. And they would continue to spread it like wildfire na, wag kayo magparacetamol, di naman yan gumagana eh. And that's our greatest fear as student nurses. Because our job, our entire 4-year stay in this college is to be able to educate the public about problems like these. And if misinformation continues to spread over our love for educating the public, then all our education was for nothing. We want to reinforce a better way to campaign for this. And our first reminder to the public is to buy medications from FDA-approved pharmacies. So there are a lot of new initiatives out there that you can just order your medications through an app, and they'll deliver the medications to you. Now, these are FDA approved, so you could assure that they check these. There's quality control. This will make sure that your medications are authentic as long as you buy it from these FDA approved pharmacies. Especially if you can't, move or go to these physical shops because of the pandemic. At least it's available online.
Right. Okay. Next.
Another reminder, a medicinal drug is usually like this. So if you look at the packaging, the ingredients in the drug are not stated in the package. Because what happens is they're trying to mimic the entire package. Some are very skilled. They're able to mimic everything. But some have typos, some have discrepancies that even if you have a sharp eye, you might not be able to see it. But you have to be able to carefully read it just to make sure it's right. Sometimes the dosage of the product is incorrect. Usually it's written there what's the right one, but especially if you buy this routinely, you would usually know if it's the right dosage. But sometimes there's a discrepancy again. Instead of the usual 5 milligrams, it's written 6, it's written 7. So we have to be able to be careful with that as well. And this is also important. Some of them are unsanitary. Like you could see from the packaging pa lang. You can see na madumi or may destruction yung kanyang packaging, it's because it was not created in a manufacturing area that had quality control to be able to see through it.
Wow. Okay. Next. What do we have next?
Yeah, we still have more. So it's really scary. They're really able to mimic these drugs, and we have to be able to be vigilant. We have to be critical thinkers. We have to treat it as like fake news. It's like fake news, fake drugs. Critical thinkers will solve it. Now, these are some other reminders. So it's especially like what Ali said. If you're gonna purchase these medications online, you have to be able to be critical. You have to know, is the video of the drug that you see in TV advertisement the same with this drug? Because if you look at the paracetamol example a while ago, you could just see na konting shade color lang yung binago niya. And that becomes problematic, especially if you're not used to buying medications like this. Hindi mo naman makikita agad na there's a difference in colors. But if you see right away that it's different from the advertisements, from the product they're trying to sell, it might be fake. So you have to be careful. The next one is ratings of the shop. Why are they low? Did they already scam people in the past? You have to be you have to be asking a lot of questions to these shops. Like, is there by chance I can see the packaging of the drug? May I see the brand name? May I see the generic name? May I see the dosage? I would like to have a careful look before I want to purchase. And we have to reinforce that because we have our own consumer rights. We have to know how we're spending our money for the right things. Because if we are sold a fake drug, imagine how it will not heal the condition we are experiencing right now. And we want to avoid that. The next one is here, like what I said earlier on. Does the drug have a different color than the one in TV advertisements? So TV advertisements can really save us because we'll know if it's fake or not just by watching them. So we still have to reinforce our best way to fight this talaga is to be critical thinkers and buy from FDA approved pharmacies just to make sure we avoid fake drugs. So we still have, here we go. This was recommended by my friend actually, si Stephen. If you experience the side effects of the fake drug, like for example in paracetamol, you don't really experience nose bleeding that much. But if you experience that, you have to tell your doctor right away. And bring the medication with you. Maybe the doctor can find out na, oh, I see. There's something wrong with this fake medicine. Because in fake medications, it's not just the material that's fake. Because what they could have done, they could have mixed something different in it. They could have put a low dose of what's the usual ingredients, or it could be entirely fake. So the doctor has to find out what caused your condition. It may have been the drug, or it might have been something else, and we want to be extra vigilant for that. Oh, like what we said earlier on, if the drug causes to you a side effect that's not usually noted when the doctor prescribes it to you, but this is a different problem for over-the-counter drugs because usually you don't need a doctor's prescription to get this. But if you experience something different that's not usually experienced when you take that certain drug, you have to report it right away. And I hope this is a bigger call to action to other pharmaceutical companies out there that we have to join in this fight against counterfeit medications. There are a lot of initiatives out there where they recall expired drugs so that they will be able to dispose of them properly. And I hope we could, innovate, create ways of let's surrender fake medications, let's collect them and dispose them properly as well. Because we can't just, irresponsibly dispose them in the environment. It has to be sustainable. It has to be advocating the sustainable development goals. Our medicine pollution will also affect the general population. So here are some reminders that we want to tell the public.
Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing your reminders, and I hope everyone watching today listened. Again, if you want to be 100% sure, go to your doctor. Go to your doctor, and I'm very sure they will advise you. So, is there any way, let's say the viewers want to they want to reach out to you guys or they want to help? Is there any way they could like share your Yes, Stephen.
So one way that the viewers here, can help in our campaign. So well, for a start, they should start with themselves. as the saying goes, change starts with the self. So if they know how to effectively spot what's authentic from fake, they can help their family. And the goal is to kind of have a ripple effect wherein it starts with the individual, then to their family, then to the community, and hopefully it can eventually become part of our culture wherein we become critical thinkers when it comes to actions we do for our health. So we're really glad to have this opportunity to share our advocacy sa campaign, advocacy
Yeah.
campaign, and i-promote ko na rin. We would like to invite everyone for our upcoming webinar, which is titled Medicine Zone, Peking Gamot Wag Goes. So it will be at May 15, Saturday, at 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. po.
Okay. So do we just go to your Facebook page and
Yeah.
register? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So
Also, we sent you a QR code. They could
okay.
scan the QR code later on.
We can actually post that. So we will be posting the QR code on our Facebook page.
Oh,
So
thank you so much.
yeah, we'll help you out. So post the QR code on our Facebook page, and then is that the QR code where they just need to scan and then
Yeah, they just
register? Okay, yeah, easier technology now. Even ako minsan nakapana, talaga ako. So yeah, so we will be posting the QR code within the day after the show so that you guys can register, or you can also again check out Medi Scene on Facebook and register there. Guys, thank you so much for being on today's show. I'm so happy you guys are starting this advocacy. So, of course, as promised, before we end the show, I will give each one of you the floor to give your own personal shout outs. All right, let's start with Ali.
Oh my God, ang dami. Sino ba?
Go
Shout
ahead.
out to my parents watching right now, pati yung mga friends ko, si Nikki Vergara, Pau, Ja, Shai, sino ba? Ma'am Anenias, hello. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yun na yun. Si Tay Mauricio, hello. Yan.
Love it. Thank you, Ali. How about you, Jayson?
Wait lang. Nakakagtap kasi yung mga iba. Okay lang. Si Tin, si Anja, yan. UC, Mark, hello.
Okay, dami. Thanks, Ali. Okay, Jayson?
So I'd like to shout out to my parents who are also watching, and shout out to my friends Tony, Gian, Josiah, and also my girlfriend Bea, who's currently watching right now.
Sana
Hello.
all.
Yeah.
Ano?
For the support. Thank you for the support. Okay, thank you. Okay. Thanks, Jayson. Okay, how about you, Qjiel?
Shout out to, ayun, kaka-comment lang ni Ma'am Anenias. Love you all daw. We love you too, Ma'am. Shout out to our professors who are watching our show right now. Thank you so much to our nursing informatics laboratory professors and our pharmacology instructor for supporting us because they actually gave us coaching sessions before we were live here right now. Kung how we're they're so nice, so wholesome. No? Para mas maging dynamic yung talagang ano natin. Oh, to our RLE, our Related Learning Experience Group. The other half, we love you. We really, really love you. To my Streets to Schools officers who are also very busy.
Yes.
Pero nanood pa rin sila. So sila Biaya, sila Richard, Janice, Alexa, you guys know who you are. To my Tuner 6 classmates, ayan, nagpapa-request si Angela Ong, si Miguel Mirabueno, to all the amazing Tuner 6 classmates out there. Thank you so much for tuning in kahit may pasok pa kayo today. And then, to my mom who's very supportive, who'll also be on TV tomorrow.
Wow.
She'll be in DMA.
It's in the blood.
Yeah.
That's what we We'll watch tomorrow. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, ate. Thank you to Mom, very supportive ever since the start. And yeah, thank you so much everyone for supporting our Iwas Peking Gamot campaign.
Yep, there we go. Thank you, Qjiel. How about you, Noel?
Sa akin, nag-chat mga pinsan ko ngayon lang. Hindi laro sa si Vince Montano. Shoutout sa inyo. Thank you sa support nyo. Tsaka sa mga friends ko nung high school, ayan kung nakikinig pa kayo or baka mamaya nakamute lang ako sa inyo. Ganun kilala nyo na sarili nyo. Shoutout sa inyo. At sa mga friends ko, dito sa UST, ang Kaladkarings, sana nakikinig pa kayo.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Noel. And of course, we have
Ayun
Stephen.
lang.
Okay. Shout out sa friends ko nung junior high kung nakikinig pa kayo. Tapos yung senior high ko rin nagpapa-shoutout sila. So si Alex, si Erin, si Tayag. Sa family ko rin po, ang supportive nila. So nandun po sila kanina. Sila po yung kausap ko, sinisingit sila sa door. So shoutout rin po sa tita ko, si Tita Mayeng, Tita Mick. And yung kapatid ko rin po, kasi happy birthday niya po ngayon. So happy birthday rin sa kapatid ko.
Happy birthday,
Birthday.
Oh, wait,
Well,
birthday din pala ng best friend ko si Shai. Happy birthday, Shai.
Daming may birthday today. Love birthday. All right. Thank you again, Ali, Jayson, Qjiel, Noel, Stephen. Thank you so much for being here today and talking about your campaign. I wish you all the best with your campaign, and yeah, and I hope now we get to see each other. Especially si Qjiel when this is all when it's all okay. So yeah, thank you again so much. Really appreciate it, and you guys take care. Bye, you guys.
Bye, everyone. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right. So there you have it. Those were the 5 nursing students that I had with me here today to share their Iwas Pekeng Gamot campaign. So if you want to find out more about their campaign, please do check them out on their Facebook. So that's Medi Scene, as in Scene Zone. And we will also be sharing, they will be having an upcoming webinar on May 15. So you can check that out on their Facebook page, but we will also be sharing the QR code so you guys can easily sign up. So ayun, so before we end, of course, it's now time to read your answers. So can we flash the question one more time for those who want to gusto pang humabol? Okay, question of the day. In the face of a health crisis, how can you ensure that you are healthy, or how do you keep yourself healthy? So I'd like to read. There are quite a few. There are a few comments here. The first one is by my sister. So hello, sister Noel Francesca Mison. So in the face of a health crisis, I can stay healthy by running/walking every day for at least 30 minutes and making sure to also limit foods that are processed and too oily. Yes, we do live in the same household. So just so you guys know. But thank you for that. Thank you for sharing, Francesca. There, that's her. And yes, kapatid ko yan. Okay, and then we have another one. I know we have, hold on, meron. Here, by Tabawan Bonggao. Healthy living. Follow good eating habits, intermittent fasting, monitoring our diet, and being always conscious of the food that I eat. So again, it's really important to be careful with everything that you intake. That's why Qjiel and Ali and Jayson and Noel and Stephen, that's why they're all working hard for this campaign, because it's really important to keep ourselves healthy. So we have to be careful with the food that and the medicines that we intake. So thank you, Tabao and Bongao. And then we also have there we go. There is, hold on. There's by Anthony Masigan Jr., proper diet and vitamin supplements. Yes. And then by Christian Clemente, exercise and drink vitamins. Happy Mother's Day to all moms. Okay, so there you have it. That ends today's show. I hope you all enjoyed and I hope you all learned from these nursing students. Again, it's so nice, and it's so great to hear students really pushing their limits to really stand firm in what they believe in. And these 5 nursing students that I had with me today, you can see that they just want to lend a helping hand to everyone, to all the Filipinos. So let's all support them, let's all support them, and let's work together para maiwasan natin yung mga fake drugs. Okay, so before I go, again, please don't forget to follow Making a Difference here on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, please do give us a follow, and on Instagram as well. You can follow us mad.v81rsm. And also, you can check out V81 Radio Manila on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, hello to my YouTube viewers and to everyone who watched and support these 5 nursing students today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We all saw your comments, and we hope you're all doing well. And of course, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, including my one and only motherhood, Miss Natasha Mison. Yes, this is my mama. Happy Mother's Day to you, mother, even if you're just in the other room watching me. And of course, to all the mothers out there. I know the mothers of the guests today were here, so happy Mother's Day po sa inyo lahat. So that's it. That ends today's episode. Do I have any other announcements? Okay, no other announcements. But for next week, we are going to do another rewind episode, and then I will be back again the next the Saturday after next Saturday. So again, I hope you're all doing well. Please don't forget to stay safe, everyone. Again, wear your face masks, face shields, proper hygiene, social distancing. Keep yourselves healthy, keep your family healthy, and just stay safe, everyone. I'll see you again 2 Saturdays from now. And take care, everyone. Bye.
The program for the millennials that will showcase young professionals' worth, aspirations, and successes in doing what they believe is right, progressive, and inclusive. Making a difference. Making a difference. Join them as they discover the path to self and societal fulfillment while making a difference. Hosted by empowered and cool millennial Erika Mison. Together with her cool millennials, they will be making a difference every Saturday, 3 p.m. Philippine time. Only here on V81 Radio Manila. Tunog Pinoy, Tatak Pinoy, your all hits, all Pinoy digital radio station in South Manila. This is V81 Radio.
Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan. Kahit nasaan ka man, ito'y mapapakinggan. Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Dahil mahal namin kayo. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.